Hello, Serge here from the back porch. We have the clipboard, so I have a comment, and this is another one that is a comment to Jerry that he did about visualizing and sensing how it's different for different people. Well, Jim answered Jerry, and he said this: I also was at the range with a shorter new driver. Similar results. Had not seen the video, but now I have to think this method Jerry was talking about eventually works better for me. My real hang-up in the Serge swing has always been today's topic of my driver, 3-wood, longest hybrids. But unlike most of us here, I cannot use skipping a rock, which I am the best at, or even sub-pitching. I know how. The sad reason I still can struggle staying behind the ball in the tee box is I am a lefty who plays right-handed. So therefore, when he plays right-handed, his right hand is not his throwing arm. So in some cases, I think folks, that's a dilemma for some folks. As Jim goes on to say here, he says, I am a lefty who plays right-handed. My right arm moves basically mimic throwing like a sissy. Not good to model any swing thoughts on for me. Very unnatural. So if anyone can add to Jerry's excellent visual for a lefty golfing right-handed, please pile on. Well, Jim, we're not going to pile on in terms of just dumping on you. We're going to pile on in the sense of helping you out. And right immediately after your comment there, Jerry R. came right back, who you were just responding to, and said, I think another way to visualize the same motion is that you basically are keeping your right hand, or left for you, so you're playing right-handed, so your left hand is now the top hand, not the lower hand. Excuse me, you're left-handed playing right-handed, so your left hand would be the top hand, whereas skipping a rock would be your lower hand. And so that's the one you just talked about having a problem with. So you want to keep your left hand very close to your body on the downswing and upswing. If you think about swinging the club from ear to ear, as we say, in the mitt and up the tree, out from the ear, in the mitt and up the tree, and then finish close to the ear, recoil and relax, is what Jerry's commenting about. If you think about swinging the club from ear to ear and keeping your left hand close to your body, I think you'll be doing the same thing. Your left hand goes down and up like a submarine pitch, or Serge is skipping a rock, or me getting over the ball. So you swing the club as vertical as possible. Give it a try and let me know how it goes. Okay, so that was a really good exchange back and forth between Jerry, Jim, and then Jerry back to Jim. And so, and I think that the good point here is let's just go back to swinging the skipping a rock, and for that matter, throwing a submarine underarm pitch. When we skip a rock, basically that only deals with from the top of the backswing to impact and through to about club and bottom arm, parallel to the ground. So I think that in some cases, if you just kind of stop there and not let it go all the way up to the top, or even if I underarm pitch, I want to stand up, and I don't want to fall forward like that. I want to practice that and get up there to a good finish. So if you extend on up to there, you're going to get your ear to ear. And so I think some of you might be having trouble skipping a rock if the swing is finishing here, your drill is finishing there rather than going through. And so, but the whole key is it's giving it you that feeling right down through here. But keep it going all the way up to the finish, where you're going to stand there, you make your swing, and you swing, and you pop-tart and stand up to the finish, and then recoil and relax. And then you start doing it with a golf club. You can do it one-handed like that. Now I got my little club in my hand, but I can still do it with a long club. And there's a good way to check your strength and how well you support and hold the club, is if you can do it with a long club all the way up there. And I remember when I was a kid and started playing, I wanted to work on a good solid takeaway, and I had a regular club in my hand, and I couldn't really lift it up very easily up here without having to help it. And that's not good because I was reverse tilting. But to learn to be able to stand right here and then go this way and just swing it right up, and then you do it with both hands. And I've always said, if you ever do any drill with one-handed, you can come up here and say, oh man, that's a great practice. Boy, I like that. Nice and wide, that feels good. But unfortunately, your left hand can't get there. So you always have to find your position A at your right, out from your right ear, and position B at your left ear, and vice versa if you're lefty, where the position is with both hands on the golf club. But it doesn't hurt to try one-handed swings and get a feeling for the thing one-handed, then tie both hands together. And so I think this is a good point, in that again, we're talking about visualizing, we're talking about sensing and feeling, and in this case, because We have a lefty playing righty. His hands are reversed. His power hand, his throwing hand is on the top of the club instead of the bottom. Well, it's still his power hand. It's the one he's got the greatest touch and sensitivity in. So build your swing feeling around that hand instead of the bottom hand, and see if that helps. So the key is, again, open your mind, open up the pictures you create in your mind, the sensitivity, the feelings you create, and work around your strengths. And in this case for Jim, his strength is his left hand, because he's truly a left-hander but playing from the right side. And so I think Jerry might have hit it on the head, Jim. So give that left hand a try and come on back and tell us all about it. Well, that's it for the search for today, with the help of Jim and Jerry going back and forth here to help all of us learn something more about seeing, sensing, and feeling what works for you, and turn that into your feelings, so that when you make your practice swing, you feel that swing, then you walk up and you swing that feel to hit those better golf shots and shoot those lower scores. Well, that's it for the search for today, and I'll be talking to you all again soon.